always a very strong team, as everybody who follows amateur boxing knows.
Poland, Slovakia, Jordania, Bulgaria, and Guatemala, and the referee from Turkey, Yasar Sinar.
So this is the penultimate fight in Ring B in this afternoon session. Men's lightweight division, 60 kilos. In the red corner, Gan-Erdene Gan-Baatar of Mongolia. In blue, HERRERA Montero of Cuba. Herrera Montero in the southpaw stance, looking to dart in. He's got a long, long reach on him. Lean, tall, angular kind of fighter. Orthodox stance there, Gan-Baatar. Got caught with the jab on the way in again there. And there's that jab from the blue corner once more. Looking to try and let that right hand go there, Gan-Baatar. He knows that what he can't do here is give the Cuban too much respect. That sometimes could be a problem. Right hand there did land from Gan-Baatar. He's had a decent enough start here, and I think that is very, very important. You watch a lot of international amateur boxing down the years, whether it was WSB the last few years or World Championships or Pan Ams or American Championships, and there's this aura and mystique about Cuban fighters. There are about other nations, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Russia, to name just a few. And sometimes fighters are kind of beaten before the bell is even gone. But not so here, Gan-Baatar. That's a good raiding mission there, though, from Herrera Montero. Landed the left hand there, Herrera Montero. Gan-Baatar looked to land his right hand. He's getting plenty of encouragement from the corner. The red corner away to my right-hand side. And he is looking to try and take it to Herrera Montero, who lands a little bit short there with his own left hand. The Cuban hasn't quite got that distance yet. Landed a couple of jabs early on. Untidy over on the far side of the ring. Good right hand there from Gan-Baatar. He opened up to throw the left there, Herrera Montero. When they exchange on the inside like that, he's not necessarily getting the better of it. That's a decent right hand from Gan-Baatar again there. He's scoring with that right hand. The Cuban's looking to try and pour in and land his left, but in those exchanges, it's the man in red who I think is actually landing the better shots. His mouth was hanging open a bit there, though, Gan-Baatar, as he was leaning over the shoulder of Herrera Montero, and he looked totally happy to take a bit of a rest at that point. So I think he's put plenty into this opening round and is maybe beginning to feel it a bit, which is slightly worrying. Good left to the body there from Herrera Montero. Bell goes at the end of round one. Decent round, that. Score split, 4 judges going for Herrera Montero, 1 going for Yunus Nabil. I can see how Yunus Nabil got there. the Jordanian judge. Herrera Montero did some good work towards the start of the round. It was quite messy for large periods, and that right hand landed a good few times for GANBAATAR. It definitely did. I'd have been tempted to give him that round myself, the Mongolian, I really would.
Seconds out, please.
Did score to the body with some good shots though. Herrera
Round 2.
Montero. So he's in control of this one, he's in charge. Up on 4 cards at the end of round 1. Quick hands there from Herrera Montero. Only the final left hand made it. The others were thrown in a kind of propeller motion. Another left hand got through there, and he's happy to hold on here, GANBAATAR, and I think he is. I think he's tiring. I think he's feeling this. I think he was tiring towards the end of round 1. And I think if Herrera Montero kind of looks to up the work rate and tighten the screw a little bit here, then he could have some success again. GANBAATAR is just leaning on there. He's got those arms stretched out wide, making it look like he isn't holding. It's quite clever, actually, from the Mongolian. He's making it look like he's happy to get free and continue, and actually he is definitely nicking a rest there. Strong left hand from GANBAATAR, from Herrera Montero rather. And GANBAATAR, there's just a little bit of desperation about those right hands now, and he's got a hold of Herrera Montero, and the referee there saying Herrera Montero is pushing into GANBAATAR. It's the other way around. Left hand to the body there from the Cuban. Midway through round 2, and he must be able to sense that GANBAATAR's tank is emptying here. And again, it's getting a bit too messy. The referee needs to get a hold of this. And he's taken a point away from GANBAATAR, and it's the right thing to do, because he's been holding a lot in the second round. He's doing it because he's tired. He's been tired since the end of round 1. But he's lost a point here, and this is going to be very hard work for him, I think, to get to the end of the fight. Not because he's getting beaten up here, but he's all in. Good right hand there, though, from GANBAATAR. What Herrera Montero needs to try and do here is just keep that gap. Jab, left hand, jab, left hand. He's got the reach, he's got the height. Just try and maintain that gap and have it on the outside. Good right hand from GANBAATAR, just as I say that. Herrera Montero did exactly what I was suggesting he should do. And GANBAATAR stepped in and planted one right on his chin. Final few seconds of round 2. He's still having successes, GANBAATAR, but it's hard work this for him, it really is. And he looks fresh. Yunus Nabil has gone GANBAATAR's way that time as well. 10-9s with the other judges and the point deduction, so he's coasting here, Herrera Montero. He won that round, and with the point off as well for GANBAATAR.
Seconds out, please. Third round.
So into round 3. Hadier Herrera Montero of Cuba in the blue. Gan-Erdene GANBAATAR of Mongolia in the red. And the Cuban is in control here, but GANBAATAR right from the start has looked to try and mix it. He's running on empty a bit. He had a point deducted in the second round for holding. He looked a bit knackered towards the end of the first round, to be honest. But he's digging in. He is digging in and he's pulling a few strokes on the inside there as well. He's just pushing off with the head of the Cuban with the inside of the glove, with the heel of the glove. Nothing too dirty, nothing too major, but the referee's taken a point already. I doubt he really wants to take another one, although he will. Good left hand on the inside there from HERRERA Montero, and again, he's finding it hard to kind of extricate himself, but he's making it look like he wants to get out there, the Cuban, when actually he was trying to just work a touch of room. The referee couldn't see because it was on his blind side that he had got his right arm around the back of GANBAATAR, who again here is just pushing him back into the ropes, pushing that heel of the glove into his face. He's just throwing these shots with a tinge of desperation about them, GANBAATAR. He's really throwing them just to try and keep HERRERA Montero off him. Not that he's really looked hurt at any point, but he's just run out of steam, and he's run out of steam from an early stage, really. Good left hand there from HERRERA Montero. If he could follow this up, then GANBAATAR could possibly be in a bit of trouble. That was a good crisp punch, and I half expected the referee to stand in with step in rather with a standing count there, and he could have done the same thing just then, elected not to, into the final minute. Good left to the body from the Cuban, and a nice right hook. Head's almost cracking together on the inside. Had very little of that in the competition so far, certainly in Ring B anyway. I've not seen a single cut. We've seen a bit of blood coming from the nose at times, but not a single cut. You can still get clashes despite the head guards. You can still have cuts caused by punches, of course, despite the head guards. Final few seconds, and he's going to make it to the end here, GANBAATAR, which is a decent effort. I wasn't absolutely sure he would, because he's physically he's been up against it for, well, since the start of the second round, really. And he's not going to win this fight. He's not going to get it on the cards. But he showed us plenty there. He had his successes, absolutely. And HERRERA Montero maybe gets a little bit too involved. You look at the physique there, and he's just made to be a long-distance fighter. But that's not really how he likes it. He can do that, but it's not really how he likes it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the win about 92 in the Ring B. Win by points with split decision. The boxers from the blue corner from Cuba, HERRERA Montero.
Split decision, so for one, the card that's gone in favour of the Mongolian there has been returned by Yunus Nabil, I think, the Jordanian judge. The other four have gone in favour of the Cuban. Bit scrappy at times, that fight. Yunus Nabil gave it 3-0 in favour of GANBAATAR with a point off. That made it 29-27. Pastor Emerson has given a round there to GANBAATAR, that final round, so that was